Welcome, everybody, to Library Out Loud, the official podcast for Hanley Regional Library System. I'm Matt Swain, host for the podcast, and today we are joined with Donna and Katie. Donna is our Youth Services Division Head, and Katie is our Youth Services Manager at Hanley Library. So, Katie, Donna, welcome back to the podcast.
Hey.
Thanks for having us, Matt.
So we have a lot of different things to talk about today. I know the big thing is youth summer reading that's coming up. We're all very excited about this, being able to offer this at a much needed time. Donna, why don't you start? Tell us about youth summer reading.
Oh, I am so excited to be talking about this because we have been looking at summer reading 2021 for several months. We know our theme is Tales and Tales. That is Tales, T-A-I-L-S, and Tales, T-A-L-E-S. So yes, we're looking at animals, and we're looking at folk tales and tales that animals would enjoy as well. So with all of that, our program takes on two separate points that we can approach. One is going to be a reading, and of course we would like to see everybody taking some time and picking up a book or listening to an audio book and reading during this summer. It is going to start with your logging on June 4th, and you can start off by putting in those titles that you're reading. If you read books, you're going to be getting some points for the books that you're reading. If you're reading and spending time reading those books, those minutes are also going to go into points. And as your points gather up, you'll get tickets and badges and opportunities for those tickets to be dropped into real prizes. So it's all done virtually through our program called Beanstack. To get there, to register, it's handleyregionallibrary.beanstack.org. And we'll repeat that again so that you'll be finding your way through that. So that's one part of our summer reading program is going to be encouraging you to read, logging your reading, and earning points so that they can go into prizes. Not only are we coming back with those virtual prizes this year, but also coming back are free books that we have on display that when you come into the library, you can get a book of your very own. So in addition to that, we're going to have some programs. We're going kind of hybrid this year with some programs that are going to be outside and in person, some programs that are going to be outside and masked and have fun out there, and then we'll have some programs that will be inside and of course virtual. So keep in touch with what we have on our website, and you can find that at hanleyregional.org/youth summer reading.
Great. And Donna, can you give us the dates on that one more time? It starts in June, and I know it ends in August, and I think we have a reading finale planned as well.
Date, the launch is going to be Saturday, June 5th. We're going to have a virtual launch on that day, and everything will start. So that's when you get to start logging and putting in your books and making them count for your points and your prizes. And then log all the way up through August 11th. And then on the 12th, we're going to start bringing in our drawings, and the winners of those prizes will be identified. And then we're going to announce all of that on Saturday, August 14th, with our conclusion and finale for our Tales and Tales summer reading program.
So folks, that starts on June 5th and runs through August 11th for youth summer reading, like Donna just mentioned, and the finale is on August 14th. So a lot of really great information going on there. I'm very excited for the different types of programs that we have, and we do suggest everyone stay current on our calendar on the website So moving on from youth summer reading, we know that this month is mental health awareness, and so we have some reading recommendations along with.
Oh, yes, Matt. My reading recommendations for the month of May has been along the lines of mental health awareness. We have books on display in our library for children as well as for teens, with some supplemental information on how to get assistance and help if that is needed. And we would be just so glad to see those folks coming into the library. We start off with books that just deal with how to be kind to others, kindness in families, and videos, some audio books that deal with that. Why not try something new by coming in and getting a DVD on yoga for children and bring some calmness to everyone's lives. And that we would love to see go forth and have kindness to everyone and to self. And so we have these books on display, and they'll be changing all the time. As books leave, we'll put more books out, and we're looking forward to that. And don't forget to just take a look at some options that we have on our website where you can get some additional help from community resources.
Yeah, so Donna, as much as we want to make sure our kids and tweens and teens are practicing good mental health, we don't want to forget about the grown-ups in our lives, those caregivers, those teachers. And at the Hanley branch, we do have a special collection called the Parent Teacher Collection that, you guessed it, is just for those caregivers, parents, and teachers in our lives. And we have really been revamping this collection, and there is an assortment of books just to support those people. So I have been checking out a new book called Play Attention, A Playful Mindset Meets Academic Content. Great for, I would say, both parents and teachers. And another one called The Big Book of Why for parents. Tips and tricks for new parents. So we welcome you to check out all the new books that we have in all of our libraries that support Mental Health Awareness Month.
And Katie, I love the fact that we get to talk about different types of reading recommendations and suggested titles, whether it's physical book or ebook, because we certainly have a lot to offer the community in that area. We also have a new service for kids that you recently launched, BookMatch Jr.
That's right. We're really excited about the launch of this new service for kids ages 12 and under. Our patrons might know that a service just for adults existed prior called BookMatch, and this is just the junior version of that, where kids 12 and under can fill out a form. We have it located on our website, and there's also a physical form you can ask your local library staff for, and they fill it out trying to determine what they might want to read next. And once those questions are answered, from how do you even like to read, a book in your hand, do you want to read a book on your screen or rather listen to it, and other questions to what genres do you want to explore, etc. So once those kids fill out these forms, they turn it into library staff, and then we get down to work trying to help them discover new and exciting reads that they might not have picked up normally when they walk through the library building. So this is just another way for us to reach kids who are trying to find their next read. So families can check out this new service at hanleyregional.org/bookmatchjr.
And I had so much fun doing a BookMatch Jr. that came through, was given into my hands by going and making some selections. The person who filled this out, he actually wanted a book in hand. And so I was able to go from some of his notes and find some great books and put them on hold and had them waiting at the library. Oh, the mother came in and she said, "This is a win-win for us because we read a lot of books at our house, and instead of me going up and down all the aisles and looking for books, they were here in a stack waiting for me."
So in addition to recommending books and ebooks, We also have a powerful digital library that's available 24/7 on our website. Katie, I know you've got a great resource.
That's right. So we love talking about our digital library because there's really something for everyone in the family. And we want to make sure that we plug a database that can support our students who are getting ready to finish up a school year, and you might have some extra homework you need to finish. You might have some testing that you're trying to prepare for. So families can find an array of databases on our website by going to the homepage and clicking the digital library. But I wanted today to talk about InfoPlease, which is a really neat database that we have. One of my favorite features on InfoPlease is that they feature what today is in history. So if I click on this link, I can learn who was born today. I can see what news of the world is trending or happening that I should know about. There's also like words of the day, other quizzes for the daily IQ. But even more than that, they have easily browsable themes and subject that students can access. And this is really geared towards those elementary students and up that can help them with continued learning, even if they're trying to keep up their knowledge of things, or if they're prepping for, like I said, testing. Or there are great ways that InfoPlease can support our students.
Well, guys, thanks so much for joining us today. Katie, can you give us one more shout out to the Youth Summer Reading Program? I know we're all very excited about that. It's going to be a really great mix of programs and a lot of reading incentives and prizes there for kids and teens. So
Yes, we're so excited that there's an opportunity for families to spend their summer with the library, and you can be a part of our Youth Summer Reading Program, Tales and Tales, by learning more at the library website. And that direct link would be hanleyregional.org/youth summer reading. We hope to have you join us this summer.
Well, that's fantastic. Well, Donna and Katie, thanks again for joining us. And everybody, you can listen to this podcast and other podcasts on Library Out Loud. We are on Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud. You can listen on our website. And you can also listen through our podcast media sponsor at iHeartMedia.